Welcome. How are you today? This is Aluminum Tarot. We're going to be doing the air signs for May 2024. Just catching up with a lot of the readings and just wanted to get some of these going so that we have some content for the website, not for the website, for the YouTube channel. And see how the rest of May 2024 is going to be for you. We're in the new moon in Taurus, and that is going to clear out quite a bit of energy for people who are essentially, struggling with finance, looking for some kind of a breakthrough for their material circumstances. And I think that we're going to see some very good positive energy shifts moving from this point onwards until we get back into another Mercury retrograde. So that said, we're going to go ahead. We're going to read for Libras, cardinal signs, air signs. We're going to get you done first. So, just wanted to say, I had a very good Moo Cruise season. I celebrated my birthday on 3rd May, and it was a wonderful time. Had a nice motorbike ride with a friend of mine, all the way up to Northumberland, and enjoyed views and sights and foods and smells and sounds of all the great things in Durham and in Newcastle on Tyne. So, I really, really enjoyed that. I need more of that in my life. That said, let's get on with you, Libras. So, if you like what you see here, please give a like, share, subscribe, ding the notification bell, so that way you don't miss any of the future updates from this channel. I'm going to do my best to post as regularly as possible and get content out as timely as can be. So, also, if you would like a personal reading, sorry, the cards are being a bit funny with you, Libra. If you'd like a personal reading, please be sure to give me a quick shout in the email attached to this description box below, and I'll be sure to get that sorted for you. Also, be aware of scammers. That's it. So, Libra, cards are starting to shuffle again a little bit better than before. How have you guys been feeling these days? I know that April was a bit of a doozy. If you want to give me some information in the comment box below as to how April went for you, because I can clearly attest that many people were going through some crazy situations. Very debilitating with that eclipse energy, as well as the Mercury retrograde and a few other issues. I think we're going through Uranus and Taurus, so that's also affecting a lot of people's stability and their work. So if you've been going through that, please let me know, and we can definitely have a chit chat about that. Enough said, let's go ahead. Libra, short Celtic cross. How do you see yourself? What's the challenge? What's the challenge? Challenge for Libra, May 2024. That's your card. What happened in the recent past? What happened in the near future? What's to happen in the near future? What's at the core of all of this? And what's at the crown? What's already known? What's already known about this situation? Two of Vengeance. What do we have as the ultimate outcome of this situation? Page of Wands. Clarify that. Okay. King of Cups reversed. And have we got any advice? Advice for the Librans. All right. 6 of Wands. No advice. I need more. Okay. It's a lot of really positive advice to give you. So, Librans, bottom of the deck, we have the 6 of Cups reverse. Thinking negatively about someone or a situation that took place recently in your life. And now with that person, normally with the Six of Cups, they're thinking positively about this person, kind of reminiscing about it, being very nostalgic. In this case, it's like that person over there can kick rocks. So what's going through what's the situation about? What's the scenario about? So you yourself, you are, what is this? Judgment. So, and this is the regeneration machine. There's a little bit of nudity in here, so we're going to just let YouTube, ignore that one. But with regeneration machine, this is judgment. This is getting a second chance at something, a renewal of something specific. And for you, you're in the reverse. So you're not giving something a second chance. You're not revisiting something from the past. And the challenge in this is being discerning enough to do that. So this is the Queen of Swords, Lady of Airships in this particular reading. And yeah, that's your card. That's the one that has the hand outstretched like this and says, well, yes, approach me. But as soon as you say the wrong thing, I'm lobbing your head off. And yeah, not always the nicest people, but it could indicate a divorce as well. Sorry, the lights are flickering. Give me a minute. Okay, Libs, sorry about that. The lights were flickering, and that's pretty weird. After seeing the movie Tarot, which was an absolute flop, but a fun flop. Yeah, we're gonna just carry on with our reading here. Nothing to see there. Anyways, yeah, so we have Judgment in the reverse, and the challenge of that being the Queen of Swords. So this is not giving something a second chance, and number two, being discerning enough to not give this a second chance because you know better. So that's what I'm getting from that. In the recent past, you had the Page of Cups in the reverse, which means that this is a person who is being a bit fickle. You were dealing with a very fickle situation where someone was not communicating their emotions, and furthermore, creating a little bit of instability by playing games with you. Pages are normally the more immature sign of the zodiac. And for this specifically, you gave that person a chance maybe in the past, but now you realize that they're not necessarily the most scrupulous of people. We're going to go ahead and clarify that. Clarify the Page of Cups in reverse. Strength. So yeah, you had to hold back from this person. And with the Strength card there, which is known as the Engineer in this deck. Very cool artwork there. You had to hold back from this person by not communicating your feelings. There's really... Why did you have to hold back? What was this person doing? What was this person doing? What was this person doing? Okay, the person was simply not offering any kind of love to you. They were just being very cold, not very emotionally expressive, and to a greater extent, they were breadcrumbing you emotionally. And the Ace of Cups in the reverse, that usually indicates to me someone, I almost get the point, I'm getting the expression they're full of themselves, but it could also be they're fooling themselves because they're not expressing the love, or they're not offering the cup of love to you, when in fact they do have enough that they could provide. So looking into that, we have in the future the Ten of Pentacles. Now why, I'm not really sure. Clarify the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Sun, it's very good. Clarify Ten of Pentacles one more. To have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. I get the impression that this is a person that you simply just cannot let go of. You want the end-all be-all with this person, but for some reason, with this Nine of Cups in reverse, with the Sun, it's clear as day that you're attached to them. It's like you don't... I'm almost getting the feeling that you could not see your life without this person. You want the Ten of Pentacles, and you're doing your best to manifest that. But I want to ask, what's the motivation for that? Because it seems to me that this is coming from a place of emptiness and codependency. With that Nine of Cups in the reverse, it could be one of two things. Overindulgence, which I don't really see in this. I see more of a person who looks to another for the happiness and the stability. That's the Sun and the Ten of Pentacles. However, the reason for that is because they themselves feel like they cannot do without them. Clarify this Nine of Cups reverse. Why the Nine of Cups reverse? So here we have the Magician in the reverse. Either A, you're dealing with an emotionally manipulative person, and maybe this person makes you feel less than, or B, you yourself are the manipulator, and or you just lack the confidence enough to stand on your own 2 feet emotionally. And I would strongly advise against entering into relationships based on that specific relationship dynamic, because what it does is it creates a cycle of codependency, and then therefore you feel indebted to other people. You make them responsible for your happiness. You project and offload your own emotional baggage onto someone else, and then that creates an imbalance within the union between two people. So, and at the core of all of this, in May, what we see is that, we have the Knight of Wands reversed. That's usually a player. It could also be a person who's a younger person. That is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And the difficulty I'm seeing with this is that if this is at the core of this reading, then it's looking to me like a sexual union, and more so it's looking like a very temperamental or very ephemeral connection. It's going to be there 1 minute, gone the next minute. And so it indicates like a quick hookup. That's what this person, this Libra, or maybe the person they're dealing with, or maybe the nature of the union that they have, is just kind of a sexual or a sex-based relationship. Clarify that Knight of Wands in reverse. Clarify the Knight of Wands in reverse. Wow, okay, so this card here, the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Engines in here, is basically clarifying that. And Death. I'm getting that Kanye West song. It's like, why does everything that makes me feel bad makes me feel so good? I don't know, I want to sing that. But it's giving me the impression that you want to put an end to this cycle of hooking up, getting together, sex, letting go. There's two things. I think you feel like you have a transformative or healing sex-based connection with this person, or maybe that's the nature of the dynamic that you share with them. But it is very fleeting. Perhaps it's like a cycle that you're going through that you just kind of want to end, because when things feel really good, especially in that moment, it doesn't mean that they're going to last forever. I'm not going to go on a rant about dating. I'm too old for that shit these days. But what I can say is that people have very short attention spans, and they love even shorter times together. And I think that this is done kind of by design, where people are just more and more erratic in their relationships with one another. I would say I would personally avoid this type of relationship. I would avoid this kind of connection, because what it insinuates to me, the Libra wants a love relationship with this person, but is willing to settle for sex. And it seems to me like they're confusing their sexual passions and their love, expectations in this relationship itself. Two of Wands, please clarify the Two of Wands. Ace of Swords, reverse. And then we have at the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Swords in the reverse. You're trying to come out of your head about this. This is what the Queen of Swords is about. You're looking at this relationship that you have with this person. They may be very attractive, they may be very charming, witty. Two of you get together, you beat the brake pads off of each other, and then after that, you go your separate ways. You may cuddle a little bit, or maybe they order you Uber Eats or Deliveroo, and then you're out the door. Or they get you an Uber taxi back. But what you're not getting is any emotional satisfaction, because there's none in this. In the past, both the Page of Cups and the Ace of Cups is in the reverse. And then in the future is the Nine of Cups in reverse. This is not a loving relationship. Even in the outcome, we have the King of Cups in the reverse. You're not in a relationship based on love. You're in a relationship based on fuck. And these types of relationships are very, very short term. And they can create chaos for a person who wants something that helps them to settle down. What I see here, you have the Two of Wands and then you have the Ace of Swords. This allows you, what you're trying to do is you're trying to decide. But with that Ace of Swords in the reverse, it seems like you're not able to really think clearly or rationally when you make this decision or this choice. You may have to choose between two options, or you may have to choose altogether. And unfortunately, that is why the Queen of Swords is the challenge, because you're not thinking clearly when it comes to matches of the heart. There are no cup cards, and furthermore, there is a lot of fire and air energy in this, indicating a relationship of passion. We'll look quickly at the outcome. So we have the Page of Wands. Again, more Wands energy, and the King of Cups. So I'm getting this as like a massive hamster wheel. You flirt with each other, you get together. The Page of Wands is that spark that set out for a new adventure. And then the King of Cups in the reverse can either be an emotionally manipulative person, but more so an emotionally cold and detached person. So this is definitely hookup energy. I see this as hookup energy specifically. And whoever resonates with this, that would be your story, where you are in this hamster wheel. It's almost like the Wheel of Fortune, which you do have in your advice, where you get on. I don't want to call it the cock carousel. I know that phrase and expression is circulating around the world quite a bit, but I do kind of, in my intuitive eye, my third eye, see a carousel where there may or may not be a cock or two lying around waiting for you, Libra, or vice versa, whatever. Not going to get caught up in the gender identification stuff. Do your own thing. That said, we look at this, and that's what I see happening for May. I mean, really, you're just going to get caught up in this sex-based relationship, which you want love from it, you want the person to commit, but you're not really doing anything to keep the boundaries. And that's what the Queen of Swords does. She's the one that keeps the boundaries between herself and the external world. She filters and disseminates things based on fairness. And if that's going to be your challenge, then you definitely have to consider what it is that you're getting out of this relationship. Now I'm going to see here, your advice is the Six of Wands. This is victory. This is attention, adoration. Is this what you really want out of the relationship? Is this what you're really looking for? Ask yourself, and please apply this whether this relates to a job situation, a couple, a union, marriage, any of those types of things. What is it about this scenario that makes you feel like you're on top of the world? Ask yourself, because eventually the fireworks, the praise, the adoration all comes down. I don't see anyone in the audience. There's no one in this audience. So is this a kind of thing that you would look to yourself and say, wow, I feel like I have everything with this person, and then you realize that, this person has a lot of options, or they may be mistreating you, gaslighting you, breadcrumbing you. These are not things that you want. If that's job related, it's a relationship where the job props you up, makes you feel like £1,000,000, and then after that, they discard you when needed. So it's not a very consistent, it's not a consistent party here at all. We have also the time machine, which is the Wheel of Fortune. Easy come, easy go. What comes up must come down. So for you, think about what it means to have your I kept talking about the hamster wheel, and we have two hamster wheels here, with the time machine and the apprentice being the fool. What is it about the on and off again nature of this relationship that really, really excites you? Is it the tingles that gives you, that keeps you in this relationship? Is it the potential gamble? Because the Wheel of Fortune is almost like a roulette wheel. And you could even imagine yourself gambling with your heart. Ask yourself if this is what you really think your heart is worth. Is the person worth the on and off? Or is this just the only thing that you know? Ask yourself some serious questions about that, because I'm getting that. It's coming out. Now, we do have, at the end of this, the apprentice. And here I'm looking at something. There's a little placard, and it says here, bicycles left here will be removed. So I don't know exactly why that's there, but we still have wheels. We think about wheels in all of this. Cogs, the time machine here. These are cycles. It keeps repeating the cycles. And with that specific thing there, bicycles left here will be removed. I'm getting almost like, and please forgive me if I say this, you don't want to be the town bicycle, or you don't want to date the town bicycle where everyone gets a ride. So bicycles left here will be removed. I don't know why that popped into my head. It seemed funny at the time. I don't know, probably not the most savory thing to say, but I'm going to say it anyway because that's my intuition working at overdrive. And so yeah, you could even say town bicycles left here will be removed. And the apprentice, the fool, takes risk and leaps into the unknown. And that's precisely what this is here. Leaping into this time machine, which allows them to move forward in space and time, to enter into the next cycle that they're supposed to, because the fool is numbered 0, and they are the ones that start the cosmic journey through the major arcana. So it's almost like I'm looking at this and I see that you need to remove the town bicycles from your life if you want to take a risk on a new, more loving relationship and a better chance at success in your relationships. Now, that's a mouthful. I probably shouldn't have said that too. I'm getting a lot of Freudian slips in this reading. But we do get the general question, or we do get the general gist of this. And that is, in order to get off the hamster wheel, you need to clarify what it is that you want. Get clear with it with this Queen of Swords. See this as your challenge. Refuse to give this person that you're connected with a second chance. They may feel good at the moment, but it's time to get off that ride. I'm going to leave it there. It's getting a bit too punny, but you get the idea. Thanks so much for joining. This is Aluminum Tarot. If you would like to see more content like this, and if you enjoyed what you saw here, please give a like, share, subscribe, and ding the notification bell so that you don't miss any updates for future YouTube videos. Also, if you would like a personal reading, feel free to reach out. I'll be more than happy to help you out and give you a reading that is attuned to your personal energies. Thank you so much for your time and attention. Till next time, love and light.